Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. So, what is the secondary air injection system? Or SI system? Anyway, think of it as part of your engine's emission control system. Its main job is to pump fresh air into the exhaust stream. This extra oxygen helps burn off any unburnt fuel and hydrocarbons before they exit the exhaust. It's a clever way to make modern outboards run cleaner and meet strict environmental regulations, especially during cold starts when the engine tends to run a bit rich. The P0410 fault code specifically tells you that the engine's computer, the ECM, has detected a problem with this system's performance. It's not seeing the expected change in oxygen levels in the exhaust when the SI pump is supposed to be running. This could mean the system isn't working at all, or it's not working efficiently enough. Now, let's get into the nuts and bolts. The heart of this system is the air injection pump itself. It's a small electric pump that draws in air and pushes it through a series of hoses to an injection point in the exhaust manifold. Because we're talking about marine engines, especially those used in salt, this system is constantly exposed to a harsh environment. Salt, moisture, and debris are its biggest enemies. The most common cause of a P0410 code is a clogged or seized air injection pump. Over time, salt crystals can build up inside the pump, preventing it from spinning freely or even causing it to seize completely. Debris can also get sucked in and jam the mechanism. So, how do we diagnose and fix this? Your first step is a good visual inspection. Start by locating the air pump. Its exact location can vary slightly between models, but you'll typically find it mounted on the engine block. Once you've found it, take a close look at all the associated hoses. Are they cracked, brittle, or disconnected? Check for any visible blockages or kinks that could be restricting airflow. A simple hose issue can sometimes be the root of the problem. Next, you'll want to check the pump's operation. The easiest way to do this is to listen for it when you first start the engine cold. The SI pump usually only runs for a short period, maybe 20 to 90 seconds. Right after a cold start, you should hear a distinct whirring or humming sound, kind of like a small vacuum cleaner. If you hear nothing, that's a big red flag. If you don't hear it running, the next step is to check for power at the pump's electrical connector. You'll need a multimeter for this. Disconnect the pump and have a helper start the engine from cold. You should see battery voltage at the connector for that initial run period. If you have power and ground, but the pump isn't running, you've confirmed the pump itself has failed. If you do hear the pump running, but you're still getting the code, it's possible the pump is weak, or there's a clog somewhere downstream. You can try disconnecting the hose from the output side of the pump and starting the engine. You should feel a steady stream of air coming out. If the airflow seems weak, the pump might be on its way out. If the airflow is strong, the blockage is likely further down the line, either in the hoses or at the check valve where the air enters the exhaust. Let's talk about cleaning versus replacing. If you find the pump is clogged with salt, you might be able to salvage it. You can try carefully removing it and flushing it with fresh water to dissolve the salt buildup. Let it dry completely before However, in many cases, especially if the motor is seized, replacement is the only reliable option. These pumps work hard in a tough environment, and once they fail, a new one is the best way to ensure long-term reliability. When replacing the pump or cleaning the system, it's also a great idea to inspect and clean the check valve. This one-way valve prevents hot exhaust gases from flowing back into the SI system and damaging the pump. They can also get clogged with carbon and soot, restricting airflow. Once you've cleaned or replaced the faulty components and made sure all hoses are clear and properly connected, clear the P0410 fault code with your diagnostic tool. Then, take the boat for a run and recheck for codes to confirm the repair was successful. And that's a wrap on troubleshooting the P0410 secondary air injection system fault. It might seem a bit technical, but by following these logical steps, you can diagnose and fix the issue yourself and get back on the water with confidence. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more marine maintenance tips and tutorials. Drop any questions you have in the comments below. See you next time.